And we're going to build the lid in much the same way as we did the base. Let's turn off our perspective, go in side view, turn on our reference collections. Let's turn on left view. Let's reduce the opacity of that just a little bit. And before we start filling the lid in, what we're going to do is we're going to determine where the axis is for the hinge. So we're going to make a copy of the lid. Then we're just going to rotate it, move it into position. So the screen is 1, 2, 3, 4th collection down. So if I hit 4 now, it will isolate the screen collection. Now let's disable subdivision modifiers on the 2 objects. Turn on wireframe so we can see it a little bit clearer. Now what we need to do is grab this edge here. So let's select that edge and separate it. Let's grab the same edge on the open lid, which is that one there. So we'll separate that. Then we can turn off the main geometry there. So let's hide that. Next, let's select those 2 edges and join them. Let's delete the modifiers on those. Let's build an edge from that point to that point and one from that point to that point. Let's add a loop cut halfway along that edge and one along that edge. Delete the original edges. Select that vertex and then that one second. Make sure that pivot point is set to active element and we just do rotate 90. And we do the same thing on this one, rotate 90, and this is going to be our pivot point. So with that point selected, let's go to cursor to selected. Then let's add an empty. Let's reduce the size of it to something like 100 or maybe even smaller. Let's rename that to hinge axis. Then we can delete those edges there, bring back the geometry. Let's delete the open lid. Let's turn on our reference images. And then just to test this out, make sure pivot point is set to 3D cursor. Then let's select the lid in its closed position, rotate it 90 degrees, and it should be in the correct position, which it looks like it is. Let's undo that. Let's quickly just bring in the base. It looks like there is a gap there, which there should be because there'd be a little rubber seal just in there. Let's isolate the screen collection. So press 4 and then we're just going to fill this in as we did with the base. So we're going to select these 2 edges and these 2 edges. We're going to extrude them in X. We're going to add 2 loop cuts there and then 2 loop cuts on the underside. Then let's select these vertices, select that one last. Let's make sure pivot point is set to active element. And we're going to do scale X0 and then grab these. Then that one, scale X0. And let's add some faces between that edge and that edge. And let's fill that in there. Let's do the same thing on the top. And let's check the normals. As you can see, they're all over the place. So let's select all, Alt N, and then recalculate outside. Let's grab that edge loop there and then that one there. Let's give that a bevel weight of 1. Let's grab these 2 bottom ones and then let's add a mean crease to those ones. Let's minimize these and then let's add a bevel weight modifier there. Let's put that to the top of the stack. Let's change this to weight and this to, let's start with 3. Let's change segments to 3. Let's turn on subdivision. Let's see how that looks. Shade smooth. Let's turn on the reference images, X-ray mode, and it looks like we're going to have to open the lid. And now that we have our axis defined, we can select the lid, change pivot point to 3D cursor, rotate -90. Let's zoom in here. Let's adjust the bevel amount to 2. Let's change shape to 1. Let's increase the amount to 2.5. Let's toggle the screen collection on and off. And I think that fillet should be a little bit smaller. So select that again, let's go back down to 2 and then let's toggle that again. So actually it looks like the rubber seal is lower down than this screen surface starts somewhere here. So what we'll do with the lid in its open position, let's grab these vertices, let's zoom in here, tap G and then left until we're closer, then enter and see how that looks. Let's make sure pivot point is still set to 3D cursor. Let's do rotate 90 back to closed position. Do we have a reference image with the lid closed? Yes, we do. Okay, and then let's toggle visibility on that. So actually, I wonder if this fillet should be perhaps a bit bigger. So let's go 2.25. So that looks a little bit better. Let's turn off the reference images. Let's turn on the base. Let's turn on perspective. Let's turn on keys. With the lid still selected, let's go into a perspective view. Something like this, RX, we can do a little animation of the lid opening and closing. And in the next video, we'll add some details such as the ports, the trackpad, and some hinge detail.